Hey everybody, Escape211 here. We are on the test server today looking at the next repeater, the Repeater 12. I will put my build up here for this Surge. I'm really just testing this out at max because, you know, we kind of know how this weapon behaves already when we looked at the 8, and I wanted to compare like my experience with the 12 versus the Repeater 12 versus the Ember 12. And right now I have this on Surge. I've been playing this with Surge, and this seems to be the best for me so far. And as far as a max build goes, okay, I'm liking Surge the best, even though he's not necessarily, oh my gosh, even though some aspects of it aren't good. But why I like it the best with the Repeater is just because of how the Repeater performs. I kind of said this before, but like, you got to kill things in one clip. Otherwise, you're kind of dead in the water. It's not going to go well for you. So for this one, I do feel like this is kind of a assassin or 1v1 artist, right? That's what this weapon is good at. And Surge is going to be the best at taking advantage of that small window. Like this wants to kill something in like, here we go, like that. Oh gosh. Even that was really close because I was in his face. Surge is probably the best one to take advantage and kill something in a few seconds with the clip of this, because you can, you know, shred through this clip really fast. Oh, I thought I was just going to get an easy kill there. The idea being you hit them, you move around them. Maybe we can, nah, I don't need to. I can just kill him easily. I'm so low on health, I didn't want to just run right in there. But I want to find a target where I can move in on them and use, oh my gosh. He almost hit me with that. Would have been bad. Okay, maybe with this here. So like we get that, yeah, see how you move around? You can kill something pretty quickly, that's max. Surge is ideal for this. I guess to some degree you could use like Zephyr, but I think that's going to be really hard because he doesn't move as fast. This, obviously, by its nature, Surge will just, you know, get right in where you want in that spot and be able to kill something fast. But that's really all. I feel like this does really well and probably better than other weapons. I still feel like, I don't know, the Ember Gun just has more flexibility to me in how you play against people. This is more of just a, yeah, like a 1v1. I could see in 2v2 this could be really strong. Oh man, I don't want to go out there. Not against those guys, where my ability is completely useless. Okay, from here I can take one of them out. Okay, that guy's way over there. I think I can take this brick house here. Especially now, he's turning the other way. Uh-oh, okay. I was going to say, that guy was right there, but we had our window. You can take advantage of really, really small windows, and I like that about this weapon, but that's about all you do. Like, you got to have those small windows, and I don't really see another mech doing it better than Surge. There might be others that you could use, like, either shields with, like, Aegis to take advantage of that without, like, exposing yourself. But I think it's just a very limited, you know, very, very niche, very specific mech, very specific setup. I could see where, like, if you want to get behind enemy lines... Oh, that was a bad idea? Yeah. I was going to actually hit him, and then when I realized it was a bad idea, I was just going to go right down, but the other guy got me. Okay, well, that's all right. I think, yeah, I was going to say, I think we're almost done with this anyway. But you get the idea. I mean, it is very effective at taking advantage of those windows. It's kind of an opportunistic weapon. But overall, like, I found it very hard to survive in other ways. Like, if you want to engage in other kind of combat, this is very limiting. You saw when I first peeked out from the top, trying to take little shots where there were enemies there, I'm going to get a lot of return fire, and I'm not really going to do crazy amounts of damage because this isn't super bursty. But let's move on to the Ember Gun. Alright, I've been playing with this a little bit. Kind of cool that I got the same map too. But this time I'm actually going to do it with Eclipse. I will put my build up just because I think Eclipse works better with Ember Guns than, you know, Surge or the other. Like, actually, I think Nomad is really good too. I just felt like running Eclipse. But what I like about the Ember Guns is that even though you are doing very similar, like, close-up 1v1, you could handle quite well with this weapon. This weapon is very bursty. Oh my gosh. Of course, I get Nomad right away. Nomad is obviously one of the trickier ones for this kind of thing to fight, just because with his dash, he has a lot more, you know, protection. But, like, the idea of popping in, taking one shot, look at that. I mean, he just, like, swarms of enemies, easier for him to deal with. And I also think, like, the idea of, like, popping up and taking one shot, even though you're only taking half his health, as opposed to the repeater. It is very bursty and a small window, so you can do peek shooting way easier, where you can, you know, sneak up and surprise targets. That would have hit me otherwise if I didn't have that up. And I love that factor. And with someone like Eclipse, right, you can utilize all of your stealth, right? With the repeater, if I use that with Eclipse, it would be something where I can fight a target, and then like most of my window of stealth I can't even utilize in combat, right? I mean, I could use it to get in position, kill something, and then get out, but I can only really focus on one target. This means I could get behind like enemy lines, like if people are using jabs or helix or snipers or something like that, take out a few of them with this, and then, you know, be able to get back in the position I want to be in. I just feel like there's a lot more flexibility with this weapon, and the burst potential is really strong there. Plus, you're supporting your team. Even if you don't kill something and you get it down to half, you've taken a lot of health out, and they are in overheat, so the rest of your team should be able to finish them off quickly too. I don't know. For me, I just personally have appreciated the performance of this weapon more than the repeater. But like I said, the repeater, I think, has a specific window of 1v1, and even in my opinion, it's almost like Surge is all that's going to do that well. So like I said, very limited window, but it does have something I would say it does best. I actually find that very interesting, and I kind of applaud them for doing something different. So it's not like you feel like you have to get a legendary, as well as you can see different roles to a certain degree. One is a 1v1 artist, and one is more of a shotgun user who, you know, can deal with a few different targets. I just think like that the different style of play of each two is very nice. So I appreciate that factor that it seems like they're going for, if nothing else. So I don't know. For me, though, I still think Ember Guns play better. I just like them better. I will say, too, I also believe that Sentry is working on a comparison video between a lot of the close-up weapons, including the repeater and the Ember Gun. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. I'm not sure if he's going to have it done when I have this video done, but I will leave a link below to his channel or to the video when you know, when I can, after this goes up. So you guys can let me know what you think. Do you think the repeater has other ways in which it shines from what you've seen of it and thought of it? Feel free to comment below your thoughts, and we will see you out there on the battlefield.